welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about the brand new Urban Decay Vice lipstick palette. I have mine in the style Blackmail. Urban Decay came out with two lipstick palettes. I have the one in the style Blackmail. This one is actually more wearable. You get your daytime colors plus a few pops of colors here and there if you want to go bold. And then they also have a second lipstick palette which is called Junkie, and I'm hoping that one releases soon so that way I can get my hands on it and come on here and do a review and swatch video on that one too. It's insane how the holidays are already around the corner and everything is starting to release, all the makeup items and all the goodies for holidays. I'm so excited. So this palette does retail for $35 and it's exclusively on the Urban Decay website, which released on one of the days of the 21 Days of Beauty, and I was super excited. I actually found out about this palette about a month ago when they're starting to release their palettes to other YouTubers, and they were starting to reveal their collection for the fall and for holidays. And then Trend Mood on Instagram actually released that this was already available on Ulta.com, so I just hurried on over there and put it in my bag and checked it out, along with a beauty steal for that day. So recently Urban Decay released over 100 different shades and finishes of lipsticks. Now I do have some of their lipsticks in my collection from the previous line, mostly the original packaging that they had. Every single shade in this palette is a different finish. Some of them are the same finishes, but I will be listing the names of every single color as I am swatching them on the lips for you guys. I will be swatching them on my lips and on my hand as per usual. If you would like to know a little bit about this lipstick palette and see the swatches, then please go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off with the packaging. Now it comes in this kind of rectangular, mirrory reflection looking box. Now the first thing I realized when I started putting my hands on it is that this packaging leaves fingerprints behind like crazy. If you're nitpicky like that, you kind of want to just keep wiping it down, which is not a big deal to me. I mean, it happens. I mean, you're going to put your hands on this, you're going to get fingerprints all over it. It shouldn't be a big deal. When you first open up the packaging, you have a huge mirror on the top, and you can see that. And then of course, on the lipstick palette itself, you have a cover. Now, I really like that about this palette is the cover. It's a nice lid. It's a hard cover. It's like a plasticky cover. It has a nice lid to cover up every single shade, and then you just open it up and flip it open like that. The palette does come with a retractable brush. Now this brush is kind of small in my opinion. I was able to play around with it and swatch a shade with it, and it's not my favorite brush. Now while this retractable, I can't say that word. Now while this retractable lip brush is convenient and small and fits with this kit and you can just take it everywhere, the only thing that I noticed about this brush is that the brush head is a little bit small, so it does take a little bit of time to go over with the shade as you apply it to your lips. And also, after you retract it up and use it, you have to kind of be careful not to push the brush onto your lips too much because it doesn't hold itself there. I just wish there was a lock feature to where the brush won't go anywhere, but it tends to pop back in as I was applying the lip color to my lips. So each lipstick palette from Urban Decay comes in the original box as you see here, but I believe that the only way you can tell the difference between the palettes is that you can tell on the back of this original box. If you're like me, these boxes tend to go in the trash and you just don't hold on to them. I personally don't. Now it is super convenient that once you look at all the shades, every single shade has its shade name right underneath it, so it can kind of guide you on which shade is which I love that. As you can see, they're already been used. Every single shade has been dipped into for these swatches. So let's go ahead and get started with the shades. So the very first shade is called Sheer Shame. Beautiful dark wineberry color, but this is a sheer finish, which is perfect for those that don't want to go completely bold, but just kind of want to dip your toes into a dark vampy shade. The sheer finishes are beautiful. I thought this shade was actually really pretty when I first applied this. Now as you can see from the swatch, I did apply this using the lip brush that was included, and like I said, because the lip brush is so tiny, I feel like it took a little bit for me to build up the color on the lips and just keep swiping it back and forth. With the lip brush, I saw that I did need to go back in a little bit more just to build up the color. When it is a sheer formula, it does start out as sheer, but there's no reason why you can't build it up if you want a more intense opaque shade. The next shade is called Firebird, which is a deep fuchsia cream. This color is gorgeous, and every single shade in this palette is so comfortable to wear on the lips. They're super creamy and they're very moisturizing, and they don't feel drying at all. So the next shade, and I'm actually using the information on the website because a lot of finishes are different, so I actually want something to go by so that I can tell you guys what kind of finish each and every color is. The next shade is called Big Bang. Now this was a beautiful shade. When I applied it on its own. I actually have it on top of this shade, which is the last shade of the collection, but Big Bang is a metallized bright pink sparkle. It is so beautiful. It's like perfect pink lip with just a beautiful glitter sparkle iridescence to it. I love it so much. The next shade is called Disobedient, and it is a cream finish described in a medium pink tone shade, which is beautiful. The next shade is Easy, and it's a cream, and it's described as a bright red orange. This one's such a beautiful bright color. The next shade is called 714. It is a mega matte finish, and it's a bright red. Beautiful for the holidays. I thought it was perfect for like Christmas time and pretty much all year round if you like a bright red like I do. The next shade was kind of my least favorite. It's the shade Vanished, and it's a sheer finish, and it's a pale neutral nude. This is nice if you just want to slap on a neutral lip gloss kind of shade and just run out the door. You don't have to worry about lining the lips or anything to get that intense color because it's a pale nude. The next shade is called 1993. This is such a beautiful brown. It's described as a medium brown, and it is a comfort matte. They have a comfort matte and a mega matte. This was a comfort matte. The next shade is Ex-Girlfriend. This was kind of a funny name when I first looked at the shade name. This is described as a sheer shimmer, and it's a nude rose with pink shimmer. It's beautiful. One of my favorite shades is Ex-Girlfriend, which is so funny, but the shade is just beautiful. I love it. The next shade is also one of my favorites, and it is called Amulet, and I don't know why I have to say it like that, Amulet. I'm here thinking of the Renaissance times and just those kind of times where, you know, people talk that way, I guess. This is a metallized finish, and it's described as a metallic brick rose. The next shade is Conspiracy, which is also a beautiful shade. I actually been wanting to try this shade, but I never bought the full size, and I'm glad I didn't because of this palette. This is also a metallized finish, and it is described as a plum bronze shimmer. Really beautiful. I love it. And then the last shade is called Blackmail. Like the name of the palette, it is a comfort matte and described as a deep berry wine. And that is what I have on the lips. I actually have the shade Blackmail, and then I have on top Big Bang, but not necessarily on top, more like blended into the color, kind of like an ombre lip. I wanted to do dark and then go to like a pink shimmer in the middle. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this lip. I really loved it. I just thought of the idea as I was playing with the colors, and I thought that was really pretty to do. I have to say that this is also an amazing deal when you want to get more value for your money, or if you just want to try a bunch of different shades and not commit to one lipstick like I am. I like to do that. Now the only reason why I love more value for your money is that sometimes you try a bunch of shades and you don't like that many shades, but if you find that one shade that's your favorite, you can always buy a full size of it and just take it with you. This palette does seem like it's travel friendly, and it pretty much is convenient to just take with you, and it comes with the lip brush, so it makes it convenient. I'm not a huge fan of the lip brush on initial application, so when I was applying my lipsticks, like at first I did try the lip brush that it came with the palette, but of course when you saw me applying the other shades, I went in with this brush. This one's by Sedona Lace, and it's the brush number 904. This one is actually a little bit thicker, and I felt like this one was actually applying more and in a quicker time, which is why I appreciated this kind of brush. But the lip brush that comes with the palette is definitely convenient when you want to take with you, and if you want to change your lip color different times in a day, you can also do that. Also, I feel like with a lip brush you can actually draw out exactly where you want the lip color placed and not feel like you're gonna mess up so easily because it's more precise application. Now, if any of you guys are used to applying lip colors with a lip brush, this is definitely the palette for you. I noticed that is one thing you have to consider because all of my life I've only applied lipstick directly from the tube, so I never really used to ever apply it with a lip brush. To play around and to mix colors and, you know, to practice with a lip brush is essential if you would like to play around with this kit. I feel like I'm actually learning more using a lip brush because I don't ever use one. So as I said, the palette is priced at $35, which is an amazing deal. It actually comes down to just over $2 each shade, which I love that. That's an amazing deal. If you guys can grab this palette, you really should. I love Urban Decay lipsticks. I've grown up with Urban Decay lipsticks for so many years since I started makeup. Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Naked was one of my first purchases when I was first starting out makeup, and when I wanted to try like higher end lipsticks, and the shade Naked was just my favorite. It was like the perfect pinky nude that I could wear like every single day. And if in case you did not know, one lipstick from Urban Decay is priced at $17. That is their newer line. They have over 100 shades, and of course this palette is more of a wearable daytime with an exception of bold colors if you wish to be daring, which I actually love that idea. I really want to get my hands on the Junkie palette so that I can come on here and give you some swatches for that one. You can purchase this palette right now on Ulta.com. I will leave the link down below in the description box if you guys would love to purchase it. And for the record, I did purchase this palette with my own money as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed the swatches and my review on this Blackmail lipstick Vice palette from Urban Decay. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It would mean so much to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be on the new fall limited edition lip glosses from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm super excited to be showing you guys this collection and talking about it and showing you swatches. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the swatch.